Yasas and welcome to Vasili's Garden, folks. We're out in a little orchard area. Well, it's not an orchard, it's a little courtyard with half a dozen trees on each side of it. And I haven't come out here for a while to show you what's going on. We've got our Asian pears, we've got our peach, we've got some pears, we've got an apricot that gave us 3 fruit this year. And this pear is going to come out because it's done its dash. I don't think we're going to be able to ever get any fruit out of this properly because it's, look, I don't even spray it. That's my problem. I talk about spraying your trees, but I don't even practice it. Well, it's not that I don't want to, it's just that I don't get around to doing everything, and by the time I have to get around to doing this one, well, it's always a little bit too late. But this is not the topic. This one's going to be, I think it's going to be cut down and we'll be replanting that one. It's this little beauty here that we had the leaf curl. Remember early in the season from spring when we had all the rain coming through and the leaf curl was just in abundance all over it, destroying every little part of it? Well, it's nice and clean now and we have got fruit on it. I have to admit, I've probably eaten about half a dozen myself, and I know the families come out here and pick some fruit as well. Look at these. Now, folks, these are clean, not 100% ready, but we've got a little bit of red going on there. But just the fact that I'm picking off the tree that hasn't been treated with anything bad, it's delicious. Even my tongue tastes nice because I just bit it. They're not 100% ready, folks. And I'm concerned that if I leave them on any longer, they're just slightly sweet. They're not bitter. They're just starting to get a little bit of a sweet tang in them. And I reckon if I leave them on another 4 or 5 days, they won't be here at all. And you know why I say that? Because this Asian pear here had about 30 fruit on it, gone. Every single one of them gone. This is my plum tree, the double grafted plum tree that had about 200 plums on it. We picked about 30 about 5 days ago, came out yesterday to harvest some more. Guess what? None. Zero, zilch, gone. Not even a fruit on there half eaten. I'm talking like someone's rocked up into my place, middle of the night with a big basket or bag and took every single plum off this tree. I've had a close look around. I've got the aphids on here, the microscopic aphids that are causing the leaf curl on it, and the tree's got to get cut right back down now because well, there's no plums. Every single one's gone. You know, at least possums, they kill the tree too, so you don't have to worry about looking after the tree anymore. Here, they just ate every single plum. Folks, there's nothing on here. I don't know how many times I'm going to repeat myself. There's no plums. I'm pissed off. You know what? I reckon there were rats, rodents. They got in here, climbed up, and they've got themselves one of those little pocket pruners because they can handle them. They're nice and small, or they're snip snaps. And they cut every plum off. You know where I reckon I'm going to find them? Up there. Because last time I got up there to hedge that hedge, I found a whole smorgasbord of fruit sitting up there, literally sitting up there. And this year we had it was loaded with fruit. So I reckon if they haven't eaten them all in the next few days that I'm getting up there to hedge, I'm going to be finding plums up there. Oh, I'm going to fix them. Now, on that topic, on a serious note, I heard somebody shared a great tip on how to make a rat trap or a rodent trap with a bucket, some water, some chaff, a little bit of a wire or a rod, and some beef fat or any animal fat if you like. I'll quickly show you. Come on, Carol. So I just came in and got myself some chaff here so we can finish preparing the rat trap. And we fed the animals at the same time. They're nice and quiet now. Let's go. We're at the chook house, folks, and this is what we're going to do. This is how I was told to build it. Now, I haven't done one of these before. I did it last night, tried it out, and I'll tell you the results in a second. But I didn't get the right dimensions, or wasn't given the exact dimensions. You know, your 15, 20 litre bucket if you have. Now, I got a rod. You can use a metal rod or aluminium rod to put through it. Now, I wasn't sure how close to the top I could do it, but I thought about the logistics and the abilities of a little rat or mouse, and I'm sure they can climb down to this part here. So the aim is here, you have a bucket filled with water, halfway up approximately, and just above the water itself, you've got the rod sitting there. And then you also, this is on the ground obviously, and then you put a little plank there so the rat can run up the top. I mean, most of them can actually climb along here and they're quite acrobatic and get there. Now, the actual attractant here is, oh, it's in here. Now, the actual attractant here is a little bit of beef fat. And this is pure butter ghee that we're using there. And it is a nice attractant. Smells good. Dogs love it too. All right. I think about setting it up here should be a good spot for it because I can see all around the place here. There's little tunnels and holes that the rats have created. And they're always coming here for a bit of a feed. Where the chooks are, they're going to be rats. So what we do, and the aim is to create a false sense of bottom here. So we've got the water in there, and if you leave it like that, the rats will know and they won't go in there. They know it's a little bit dangerous. But what we're using is the chaff, this stuff here. We sprinkle that on top, and it doesn't hydrate that easily, right? See, it's wobbling now, but once it stops wobbling, it looks like a bit of a bottom, doesn't it? And to get them to go in there, we basically lather the rod with the fat. It will drip a little bit, but that's okay. Rats are smart, they can smell it, they can sense it, and they'll come in there, and hopefully they jump in there because they think there's some base there, and they go straight in the water, and they're going to have to practice their swimming. Oh, I've got to put the timber here as well. Even though they'll be able to get up to it easily, I reckon straight out of that hole and straight up the ramp. It's a bit crazy, I know. Let's hope that, hey, Cara, no, this is what happened yesterday. No. I set one up around the house yesterday and 3 times I had to go back there and put some more ghee on it, more fat on there. Because this one here, I don't know if it was this one here or the other one, came out there and licked it clean, completely clean. So needless to say, we didn't catch anything. So hopefully today, as we go outside and close the gate, hopefully the chickens don't get in there. Do they? Chickens like fat? Beef fat? We'll soon find out, won't we? There you go, folks. That's a trap that I haven't built before, first time, and it's one of you viewers who shared that one with me from a farm, and they swear by it that it works all the time. So if this works, mate, I'm going to set up hundreds of them around the property. We're going to be catching rats everywhere. Now, if you don't want to catch them and kill them off like that, that's fine. You can get yourself a trap where you can cage them and then relocate them somewhere next door neighbours down the road, put them in the park council properties, anywhere you like, or otherwise try one of these and see how you go. They're everywhere, you know, they say it on radio, I hear it all the time. You know, wherever you are, there's got to be a mouse or a rodent within 10 metres of your space, and if there's one, there's going to be a dozen of them. So, protect your garden because they do get into the fruit trees and they're going to get into your veggies, and I know many of you are already suffering with that, with the cucumbers, zucchinis and tomatoes. So that's a nice simple one. Give it a go, hopefully it works, and let me know your successes with it. And by the way, if you're doing really well in the garden, don't be shy to share. I love the garden problems that you share with me, but I love the garden successes as well. Send some photos so we can share it with everybody else and keep us inspired. Check out our website, vasilisgarden.com. Our February countdown sale is still on. Every day that goes by, it's less of a discount. Whoa, the dogs have gone wild. From me, Vasily, Maresi.